We're fully on the AM dial tomorrow, but always available on that Odyssey app.
Yes, indeed.
Very exciting stuff. Did we give away the tickets?
We will give away these tickets in a matter of moments because Dodgers posted 5-3 over the Giants.
Victory screech! Chris Bryant can suck it!
Gabe Kapler got ejected. Clayton Kershaw was removed from the game.
Yeah, he's got an owie, or he has had discomfort of some sort.
Yeah, so we'll keep our eye out on that. By the way, tomorrow, MLB Insider for Odyssey, John Heyman, will be joining us to talk about the trade deadline. And as we move into the dog days of summer and the postseason for our Dodgers.
It's a great Florence song.
What?
I'd argue top 3. Dog days are over. Dog days are
Is this
over.
Florence and the Machine?
What did I say?
Is it? No, I'm asking. That's what.
Yeah.
Okay, because
the dog days are done.
Sorry, Two Americas. I don't know if there's
Had
like
some
a Florence.
like real life memes to that song. Let me tell you.
What's the Grateful Dead? What's that about?
I don't know. A lot of old people, a lot of weed.
Oh, that sounds like a fun time. Like
Yeah,
Cheech and Chong vibes? Just gothic?
I think more white people.
Yeah, so more goth.
I just think deadheads, right? That's what they're called.
I think so. Shout out to Stu Gatz.
It sounds like not everybody showers every day. And then, you know what? We're probably better for it because, in 1883, that TV show about the Western that I was watching, I mean, they had to carry their water up the damn stairs. I don't think there's a hot shower. That's literally one of the biggest things that I'm like trying to soak up in case the world devolves and everything just crashes and, like water is being drank up basically entirely, and I'm like, what are we gonna do without showers? Like, what are you gonna do? So soak up those hot showers, people. You never know.
That teases the deep dive, but just real quick, you bring up people not showering.
Yeah.
This weekend I'm going to Evo, which is like the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. They're finally in person after the pandemic. It's been 3 years. They're gonna sell out Mandalay, like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all that.
Yeah.
They got like 70 different people from 70 different countries coming down to compete for this.
Sure.
It's my first video game tournament in a long time. Sometimes there's people there that don't shower. It's the worst. But what has happened over the past, we're in 2022, in the past 12 years, is more and more they kind of get harassed. And I think it's positive bullying. Like, yo, you can't be around here stinking up the joint, bro.
A controversial opinion is that bullying's kind of necessary. It's just people take it too far.
Yeah, true, but I don't.
Social contracts must be upheld.
But how about digital media, like social media?
No,
bullying?
that's where it gets taken too far. But like, how else do people like? This is kind of where it gets into guilt versus shame, right? And I think that people should feel an inner compulsion to be better, but sometimes people don't feel that. Now, do people take it too far? Absolutely. But is it necessary to a healthy human society? Yes. At least that's my opinion.
You know what is also healthy for a human society?
What's that?
The return. Actually, it didn't go anywhere because you left after.
You blinked and here we are again.
And now, a deep dive with
35.
Lock it up. Lock it in.
I didn't tell you, but I came to the studio at 4:30 in the morning earlier today. I was here till like 5:15 a.m. fixing this beat.
Why?
Why
are you here early?
Well, because I need to make sure that this was done, and I didn't want to forget.
You tap it down just a little bit. It's still a little.
See, this is a good
aggressive.
problem to have. Last week.
Were you really here
It's
at
supposed to
5:30?
be aggressive. Yeah, well, I just wanted to fix this. I don't know if you remember the past times we've done it. It's been very low.
Yeah.
And I need
But just like, why were you here at 5:30?
I'm dedicated to the craft.
Okay.
A lot of content.
All right.
Lindsay,
Yeah. A little nervous, but also enthused because I feel like you're gonna bring some hot questions to my doorstep here.
Machine, top 3 songs.
Dog days are over. Dream girl, evil,
I want to be a dream girl.
a little bit, something like that. And then there's a cover of Addicted to Love that they do, top notch.
Yeah, I don't know how the synergy of the show happened where we were talking about Florence and then this question appears.
Did you really did you write that question before, or when did we talk about Florence? Was that this segment or was that last segment?
No, that was 2 minutes ago,
So
Lindsay.
you wrote it down.
Theater of the mind.
Liar!
Theater of the mind. Lindsay, 3 items.
Yeah.
Soap, toothpaste, or Burger King. You can only take one with you
To where?
to the end of time.
Toothpaste.
And you only have
Toothpaste.
access.
Toothpaste.
What if there's no water?
Don't. I'll make my own. Spit.
Can we hold on
Or
real
Bear
quick?
Grylls.
Let's-
Circle of life.
I just wanna-
Gotta drink my own piss here to survive. That's what he always comes to the conclusion to.
Just real quick, if we
Him and Patch, his old Houlihan from Dodgeball. They just like it because it's sterile and they like the taste.
he's an underrated actor.
Facts.
If we head into, like, what is it called? An apocalypse?
Yes.
Okay. And there's no water.
Correct.
So soap and toothpaste kind of becomes useless. If a Burger King is fully functional, you have soda.
Oh, so I get the
Soda.
Burger King, the establishment, not a meal?
No, you get the establishment.
How can we know that the employees have a sanitary work environment
It'll
because
just
there's
be
no
you.
water? I have to work it too.
No, you don't work it. It's like yours. You have access to this.
Nobody
this
else
Burger
has
King.
keys.
Because like you
How?
put soda
I don't
on
know how
car
to
batteries.
do the chicken fries.
You'll learn.
The onion rings. Those are professionals in there. I
right.
stand by my toothpaste.
Well, there it is. Do you spend any time thinking about the impact Wiz Khalifa's mixtape Cushion Orange Juice has on hip hop?
Not that specific mixtape, but I've thought about Wiz Khalifa and the infusion of Snoop Dogg wasn't talking about it, or wasn't a huge part of it, but we all know about our ongoing changing relationship with cannabis. And I think that he ushered in a huge different vibe to hip-hop music. And a lot of it had to do with his branding decision to make it a lot about the loud and the rolling papers.
Speaking of loud, how loud were people asking you back home about relationships?
Very loud. Very loud. It's one of my favorite balancing acts that I mostly hate because most people don't get the answer. I actually really enjoy being single, and I'm not willing to give it up for just anybody because I need to be with someone. But then again, most people don't have my experience. But having the conversation with Grandma, with Dar, about how I don't really believe in the institution of marriage, that makes me sad. I'm like, I'm sorry you're sad. Yeah.
That was an Instagram caption, what you just said. Rewindable on the Odyssey app.
Yes.
Just to let you know. When's the last time you thought about gushers? Be honest.
This morning when I had a packet of them.
Oh my Jesus
Oh my God!
Christ.
I had to get
AM?
I had to get a box of them for the plane ride just in case. Because I tell you what,
Just
I
in
always
case.
get hungry on the plane, but I don't want their candy, and I sometimes don't want to buy the candy that's there because you're like, oh, get something at the airport. I never want anything from there. Panda Express is too
The
far away of a
newspaper
walk,
store?
so I was like, bitches, let's get some gushers in here, and so that's what I did, and I ate 5 of them. I thought I ate all of them, but then I found a straggler this morning. I said, out of respect. But now I'm on the straight and narrow, I swear.
Saying that after having AM gushers is what?
I hate it, but I don't know. It depends. I can be really good at it, or I can be completely out of it. I hate it.
How do you
though.
feel you did with small talk this weekend back home?
I feel like I did okay. Like, it's different when know you versus the people that don't. And there's people at the wedding that I have known since I was little, and so they're like, wow, we really appreciate like the work that you've done, especially like that Roe v. Wade segment we did. They're like, we were really proud of
You did. You killed it. I mean, I
know. But then it's just like I've said before, I don't know how to take a compliment. So then it becomes, well, I'm just trying to do what's right. But then, blah, it's just weird. And so is that small talk? Kind of. Is it mostly me grasping at one word after the other, which isn't too dissimilar to what I do here in this program? Yes.
Did you? It's the anti. Was it the?
I know that
Allstate
meat is
commercial?
an absolutely astronomical expense at this point. What about the commercial?
Which insurance company does the thing where you're turning into your parents?
State Farm, probably.
State Farm, yeah, probably. Did you miss Las Vegas though?
I I did. I miss places that I'm not.
Did you miss me?
Yes, obviously. My family was like, have you been listening to Adrian since you've been I'm like, no. I'm like, I given him.
Of course
but
you
I
miss
do
me.
that. But no, I do it because I would rather you grow and me come back and see your progress rather than me check in on every single lipid that's on your leaf.
Sends me a text after every segment.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. You
Here's
did
some
it.
notes here, bud.
Your favorite play-by-play announcer ever?
Doc Emmerich.
Harry Potter or learning pottery?
Ooh. I really want to learn pottery. Like, I want to learn how to do it, but I'm also a huge fan of Harry Potter and was, like, in it during its heyday. But I would say, like, for the future, the pottery.
How many times can you wear jeans before having to wash them?
0 times, because I hate jeans.
What was your favorite toy growing up?
My imagination.
Oh.
Only child, not a lot of people around. You gotta find a way to entertain yourself, and that means stories of the noggin. That's what I do.
Lindsay, brace yourself.
You're stretching over there. I'm
Be
nervous.
prepared. I need you to name 10 things better than preseason football.
Chicken pox. Dr. Pepper. Doors that never truly shut, even though it clicks and you think that it's all good. Forgetting your garage code and having to text somebody about it at night and then having to wait 10 minutes before you inevitably just break into the back door. Culver's Butterburgers, but with that you just deal with it anyways. How many am I at? 5?
You're at 6.
A water bottle that you notice you haven't washed in a while and you can tell by like the skin cells on the inside of the rim.
Be careful, you can get mold in there.
Yeah, that's also true. I'll say mold, but like the cheesy mold, but like this cheese that I hadn't eaten for a while a couple weeks ago and I put on my burrito. I'm like, this is definitely bad. That's better than preseason football. What am I at? 7,
You're
8?
at 8. You got 2 more to go.
I'll say like when you have the absolute bare minimum left of your chapstick, but you have nothing left, like no other chapstick options, and so you're literally just as you put it on, you're scraping it off, and you're like, this is fine. And then did I say chicken pox?
You did.
Sunburn.
You got one more.
All of
Sunburn's
those
better.
things are better than preseason football.
Oh my goodness.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna try to speed
I was
through.
oddly specific.
A water park or a hotel pool?
Lake. I just chlorine and being in
Incorrect.
other people's bathwater just. But water park because then you have more distractions.
A physical copy or digital?
Physical copy.
Proposing at a baseball game in which the home team is down 25-3.
Oh God.
Is setting up the marriage for failure, yes or no?
Yeah, if you're doing a ballpark proposal in general, I think you're setting yourself up for failure because then you're doing it for the gram and for everybody else's acknowledgement rather than the people that you're trying to marry. And maybe they're the biggest fan and everything's okay, but my guess is that you didn't ask.
Do gummy bears work or excuse me, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Are you okay?
Wait
You took a
second.
selfie and then like short circuited. I literally saw
hold
you over there
on.
like,
Hold on,
and
hold
then
on.
you like looked at
Because
me.
I mispronounced this question real quick.
Okay.
Do gummy bears work on or inside of ice cream?
None. I hate gummy bears. Release them back in the wild.
Damn. Well, my whole thing is that I don't know if you've noticed, you probably don't, because
Yeah.
when you put them in ice cream, they instantaneously become cold, which makes them hard. So now you're chewing into something that's cold.
Yeah, it seems like you're gonna lose some teeth,
Yeah.
and they don't taste that good.
Where's your concern level on monkeypox?
Out of 10,
Yeah.
about a 5.
It just became like a thing.
It's a 5 in terms of like, yeah, what literally as I look at Twitter. White House declares monkeypox a public health emergency. There's a lot of those going on around here, so I just keep staying away from people.
Another vaccine.
Yep.
This might be the toughest
Shoot
question.
me up, why don't you?
Yeah, this might be the toughest question we've ever asked.
Really?
Chicken tenders or chicken strips?
Strips.
Fantasy football or a game of Uno?
Uno. Nobody invites me to play fantasy football. But nobody invites me to play Uno. I don't play games with people.
Bars?
There it is with the beat drop and everything.
What's your newest passion?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm trying to get back into tennis. I kind of need a new passion. I really do. I need a new hyperfixation, but nothing's truly like hooked me in quite yet.
We're gonna go 3 more questions.
Okay.
But now I have to decide. Okay, here we go. First one. Football is back.
Yes.
But what do you wish was back?
Instead or with
No, just as well. Or like, I wish
Choco
this was
Tacos.
back. When's the last time you had one though? Before this?
UNLV game last year.
Okay, fair enough. It's within a year.
Actually,
All
I
right.
had one earlier that, or more recent than that.
Speaking of ice cream? What's your ice cream truck top 5?
Ooh. Well, they're all cake cones. We get some Moose Tracks in there. We get some mint chocolate chip in there. We
No
get
Kuiper?
some, I guess. We'll get some almond fudge in there. We'll get some cookies and cream in there, and then ooh, Dairy Queen cake.
You and this Dairy Queen
Or
cake.
crunch cone. Did you see the crunch cone topping I had on my IG yesterday?
That's what that was.
Dude, it's sexual.
More than sprinkles?
Yeah. And
Speaking-
of sexual or
Sexual.
sprinkles?
Well, we'll sprinkle in
Either
some
way,
sexual tension.
The ears are up and they're stuck.
It's up and it's stuck.
Correct.
Shout out to Cardi B. My final question. Does offensive line talk get you hot and bothered?
No, quite the opposite. I have to fight really hard to stay engaged with the conversation, but that's why we bribe people with tickets, right?
That is true. So coming up in a matter of minutes, we'll have your